Sounds good.
All right, thank you. You're excused.
Good evening, Your Honor.
Hi, good evening.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
David.
What is your full name, sir?
David Salso?
Is your middle name Frank?
Yes.
All right, looks like you had 3 cases that you were on probation for out of Tucson City Court. Let me call the cases. CM24-025-703, CM25-008406, CM25-034-276. The petition to revoke your probation was filed in all 3 cases. Looks like you were placed on probation on March 12, 2025. A petition to revoke your probation was filed. In the petition, it states that you violated probation in 5 ways. 1, that on January 4th of 2026, you committed the offenses of domestic violence, assault, domestic violence criminal damage, domestic violence disorderly conduct. Allegation number 2 says on or about September 7th, 2025, you committed the offense of domestic violence criminal damage. Number 3 states that on or about August 25th, October 27th, November 3rd, 10th, and 7th of 2025, you failed to attend and participate in your counseling as directed by probation. Number 4 allegation states that on August 15th, December 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of 2025, you failed to submit to random drug testing as directed by probation. And allegation number 5 states that on or about July 25th, 2025, you tested positive. You had a positive drug test result. I'm going to enter a denial of the allegations, appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. You do have a probation hold on you. I'm going to place a $5,000 cash bond on you. Your next hearing date is going to be January 21st, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Taylor.
All right, you had 4 cases in city court, 3 cases that you were on probation for. CM25-020-818, CM25-025-949, CM25-044-276. And then you also had a 4th case, CM25-020-129. To revoke your probation was filed on 3 of your cases. It looks like you were placed on probation December 17, 2025 for 24 months. In the petition, it states that you violated probation in 1 way, that on or about January 4th, 2026, you committed the offense of domestic violence assault, domestic violence criminal damage, and domestic violence disorderly conduct. I am going to enter a denial of the allegations in your petition. and appoint the City Public Defender's Office to represent you. I'm going to set your bond at $2,500 cash. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Your next hearing date is going to be January 21st, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. And your attorney will be in touch with you. You are excused. Thank you.
Your Honor, before I forget, I talked to all the steps eligible candidate and they're all interested in the program.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I talked to all the people who are eligible, like can be screened for the STEPS program and they're all interested. I explained to them what the program was and all that.
Lisa.
What is your full name, please?
Marie Kavanaugh.
Looks like you had a felony warrant for your arrest for charges involving two separate counts of aggravated DUI from July 9th of 2024. Same date, also possession of narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, quash the warrant, let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you. I see you have a felony probation hold on you. And I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding his bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Mr. Terrace?
Judge, the state's recommending the $15,000 amount that's listed in the warrant.
Defense counsel.
Your Honor, we're requesting a nominal bond for time credit, please.
Ms. Kavanaugh, your bond is set at $10,000. Joseph Izzo is your appointed counsel. Your arraignment date is set for January 13th, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Cameron Plummer.
I'm sorry, say your last name?
Booker.
All right. It looks like, sir, you have two separate felony charges. One case is one count of shoplifting. It's a class 6 felony from January 5th, 2026. Your other case involves resisting arrest and aggravated assault on a peace officer. Same court date as yesterday's date. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. Let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. And just to clarify for the record, the resisting arrest and aggravated assaults from an incident date from January 5th, 2026. Mr. Terrace, what is your bond recommendation?
Judge, the state's recommending a bond of $10,000 and so the court's aware the state is leaving them as one case, not two separate cases.
Plummer. The clerk's saying that they separated, have two different minute entries.
The state would then recommend $10,000 concurrent, Judge.
All right, defense counsel?
Your Honor, we're asking for release to pretrial services. Mr. Plummer's mother verified that she has an address in Tucson. She also offered her house for residential purposes, and she also offered to transport him to and from the court for any future court hearing.
Mr. Plummer, for each of your cases, your bond is $5,000. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. They are separate bonds. Your preliminary hearings on both cases are set for January 16, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. You also had misdemeanor case out of Tucson City Court, and it was for a charge of a new charge of shoplifting from yesterday's date and a drug paraphernalia warrant for your arrest. That case has been from June 12th of 2025. I'm gonna enter pleas of not guilty, quash the warrant. I am gonna release you on the city court misdemeanor matters, appoint a city public defender. Your next hearing date in city courts, February 13th, 2026 at 9 a.m. And your attorney for the misdemeanors also will be in contact with you. Thank you. You are excused. What is your full name, please?
Andrew Rodriguez.
You had a felony warrant for your arrest for unlawful possession of a narcotic drug charge, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. The alleged incident date was from October 19th of 2024. I'm going to quash the warrant, enter pleas of not guilty, let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I believe you also have a probation hold on you. Mr. Terrace, what's your bond recommendation?
Judge, the state recommends the $1,100 amount listed in the warrant.
Defense counsel?
Your Honor, we're requesting for a nominal bond for time credit.
Mr. Rodriguez, your bond set at $1,000. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your arraignment date is set for January 13th, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. You are excused. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Stacy Jean Smith.
You had a case that's been pending since June 16, 2025 for charges involving shoplifting with aggravating circumstances, organized retail theft, unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding his bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Mr. Terrace?
Judge, the state recommends a bond of $15,000. It appears the defendant has 6 pending felony cases and 7 prior convictions. It also looks like the vast majority of those are similar offenses as she's charged today.
Defense counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, we're asking for release to pretrial services. She is currently not a violent offense. She's disabled. Her mom offered her house for housing and also transportation to the court. She has no prior violent conviction and no prior failure to appear in the past 2 years.
Ms. Smith, your bond set at $10,000. No going back to the store location. Legal Defender's Office is appointed as your counsel. January 16th, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. is your preliminary hearing. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you. You're excused.
Pieces that are going on too. It's the same.
What is your full name, please?
Lacey Julie Wadsworth.
You had a felony warrant for your arrest for a charge involving burglary in a second degree and theft of means of transportation. The alleged incident date was from August 13, 2024. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, quash the warrants, let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. You do have another, it looks like a probation hold on you. And I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding his bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Mr. Terrace?
Judge, the state's recommending the $5,000 amount that's listed in the warrant.
Defense counsel?
We're requesting a nominal bond for time credit, Your Honor.
Ms. Wadsworth, your bond is set at $5,000. No contact with the victims involved in this case. Legal Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your arraignment date is set for January 13th, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. You are excused. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Brian Alfredo Arrieta Garcia.
You're charged with domestic violence assault. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Do not commit any further acts of domestic violence. You must appear in court and justice court on January 16, 2026 at 10:30 a.m. Make sure you're present. If not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand, sir?
Yes.
You're excused. Thank you.
Hey, adios.
Garcia.
What is your full name, please?
It's Garcia Araiza.
You had 3 warrants for your arrest out of justice court for 3 separate cases. One case was a domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct. From February 26, 2022, you had a domestic violence criminal damage from April 21st, 2022, a domestic violence failure to comply with a court order from May 17, 2022. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, quash all 3 warrants, set a bond in each case of $500 each, appoint Robin Ald as your appointed counsel. You will see a judge tomorrow in justice court, January 7th at 1:00 p.m. And your attorney should be present at that time. You also had warrants for your arrest out of city court. Hold on a second. You had, let's see. You had a new charge from today's date for domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct. You had a warrant for your arrest for a domestic violence, for 2 counts of disorderly conduct, threats and intimidation from May 6, 2021. a criminal trespass and a first degree warrant from March 16th of 2024. An assault from February 3rd, 2025. And a obstructing a highway and resisting arrest from February 3rd of 2025. Setting your bond at $1,000. Appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. And you will see a judge in city court January 14th at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney from city public defender's office will be in touch with you soon. You are excused. Thank you.
Okay.
What is your full name, please?
Matthew McKay.
Mr. McKay, you had 3 warrants for your arrest out of justice court also. You had a disorderly conduct from April 4, 2024, a domestic violence failure to comply with the court order from April 16, 2024, a domestic violence failure to comply with the court order from July 16, 2024. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, quash the warrants. For each of your cases, your bond is set at $500 each. For each of your cases, Robin Ald is your appointed counsel. And your next hearing date is tomorrow, January 7th at 1:00 p.m. And that's probably when you'll meet your attorney in court. You also had warrants for your arrest out of city court. Hold on a second. You had 1 case in city court for a unlawful possession of prescription drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to quash the warrant. February 9th at 9 a.m. is your next court date in city court. You're excused. Thank you.
And
What is your full name, please?
Kadar I'm with.
You are charged with criminal trespass in a 2nd degree. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. I will release you from custody. Do not go back to 1177 East 4th Street. Your next hearing date is going to be in Pima County Justice Court, January 16, 2026 at 8:30 a.m. Make sure you appear. If you don't, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You understand?
Understood.
You're excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
What is your full name, please? Jail, if you could unmute.
Amelia Grace Smith.
You're charged with 3 separate counts of domestic violence disorderly conduct. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent. You can represent yourself or you can hire your own counsel. Hold on a second. I'm going to allow you to be released, but you can't have any contact with, let me see. Do you live with Justin?
I live in a separate residence.
All right, so don't have any contact with him, Jacqueline and Norman. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do not commit any further acts of domestic violence. I will release you. Your next court date's in Justice Court, January 16th, 2026 at 10:30 a.m. Make sure you're present. If not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You are excused. Thank you.
let's see what's going on.
I can take feelings. Especially. Start off.
What is your full name, sir?
Donovan.
You're charged with domestic violence disorderly conduct. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent. For this case, you can represent yourself. You can hire your own counsel. Your next court date, I'm going to release you. Your next court date is going to be in Tucson City Court, February 10th, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. Make sure you appear. If you do not, a warrant will issue for your arrest and a new charge of failing to appear could be added to your case. Do not commit any further acts of domestic violence while you're on release. Do you understand?
Yes.
You're excused. Thank you.
Ready? We'll go back to work. So we can do.
What is your name, please?
Trinity Forey.
Looks like you had 3 cases pending in city court, maybe some failures to comply with your sentence conditions. Looks
Yes,
like
ma'am.
you were supposed to be doing some domestic violence counseling. Is it DUI counseling and MAD, and you haven't shown your proofs of completion. I see you're being held on a felony matter. So for this city court case, I'm gonna go ahead and put a $500 bond on you so an attorney can help you with this. I'm going to appoint the City Public Defender's Office to represent you. Your next hearing date's January 16th, 2026 at 1:45 p.m. And your attorney will be in touch with you. Explain what's going on and try to help you out to resolve those. You're excused. Thank you.
So wait, what does this mean?
You have a $500 bond. And your attorney will be in touch with you.
Is the probation hold separate or?
Yes, it's separate.
So I can't bond out either way.
Nope, you got that felony hold on you. What is your full name, please?
And there was a Linda Victoria Navarez.
You said Navarez is your last name?
Yes.
All right, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cases in warrant status out of city court. 1 case involves criminal tampering and disorderly conduct together. 1 case involves shoplifting. The remaining 5 cases involve drug paraphernalia violations. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. Let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent. I'm going to place a $500 bond on you. City Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. You'll see a judge in city court January 16th, 2026 at 1:45 p.m. If you're still in custody, if you post the bond, it'll be, but you do have a felony hold on you.
Yeah.
February 24th, 2026 at 9 a.m. If somehow that felony gets lifted and you get out of custody on this city court case, that will be your next court date. But for now, it's January 16th, 2026 at 1:45 p.m. You're excused.
Okay.
Thank you. Your attorney will be in touch with you. What is your full name, please?
With Dr. Trujillo.
You're charged with domestic violence, disorderly conduct, domestic violence, criminal damage. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. If I release you, I'm sorry, I'm not going to release you. I'm going to put a $500 bond on you. You're not allowed to have any contact with Maria Trujillo. Do you understand?
Yes.
Your next court date is going to be January 16th, 2026 at 1:45 p.m. And your attorney from the City Public Defender's Office will be in touch with you soon. The reason I'm putting a bond on you is because you have 2 pending cases in city court. 1 involves domestic violence, and then you're also on a diversion program for domestic violence. And this is going to be your 3rd case involving domestic violence. So your city public defender will be in touch with you. You're excused. Thank you. Is there a Spanish interpreter there?
Hopefully with English.
The interpreters, the Spanish interpreter is ready.
What is your full name? Do you need a Spanish interpreter?
No,
Señora,
I'm good in
necesita un
English.
intérprete.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Hold on.
she does not need interpreter, Your Honor.
Interpreter, hold on. Ma'am at the court, at the jail, do you need a Spanish interpreter?
I can do it in English.
Okay, what is your full name, please?
Martina Desiree Chavez Villos.
All right, you're charged with domestic violence assault. I'm gonna enter a plea of not guilty. I need to let you know, you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. You can represent yourself or you can hire counsel. I am going to release you for this case. Do not commit any further acts of domestic violence. Your next court date is going to be in Justice Court, January 16th, 2026 at 10:30 a.m. Make sure you appear. If you don't, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You understand?
Yes.
All right. You have any questions?
Yes. My baby was taken by CPS. How do I proceed to get with my baby back?
I can't give you any advice about that. I don't have any information about that. Thank you. You're excused.
Today.
Your Honor, this is a Spanish court interpreter. May the interpreter be excused?
Jail, are there any defendants who need a Spanish interpreter?
No, Your Honor.
All right, interpreter, you're excused, but please be available in case we need you.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kevin.
What is your full name?
Kevin Scott Felderman.
All right, looks like you had a warrant for your arrest for one charge of unlawful possession of narcotic drug and a separate charge for unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. The alleged incident date was on October 24th, 2025. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, quash the warrant, let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor regarding his bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Mr. Terrace.
Judge, the state's recommending the $500 amount listed in the warrant. It looks like he failed to appear when he was previously released to pretrial services.
Defense counsel.
Yes, Your Honor, we're asking that if he's given another chance to pretrial services. It's currently not a violent offense. He has no prior felony conviction and he has an address that was verified thanks to his ID.
Mr. Felderman, your bond is set at $500 secured. Public Defender's Office is appointed. Your arraignment date is set for January 13th, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. You also had a case out of Justice Court. It was a shoplifting case. And let me see. Hold on a second. It's from today's date. I'm going to enter plea of it's actually a warrant. It was a shoplifting case from October 12th of 2025. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty, quash the warrant. On this case, I will release you January 7th at 1:00 p.m. is your next court date in Justice Court. Actually, no, it's not January 7th. It's going to be January 16th at 8:30 a.m. I'll let Justice Court know that you're currently in custody on that felony matter. You also had warrants for your arrest out of city court on 2 separate criminal trespass cases. And then you have a new charge from today's date for shoplifting and drug paraphernalia. I'm going to quash the warrant, enter pleas of not guilty to all charges, appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. Your next hearing date is going to be in city court, February 13th, 2026 at 9 a.m. Your city public defender will be in touch with you soon. You are excused. Thank you.
Doris. Doris.
What is your full name, please?
Brian Anthony Doris.
Mr. Goresh, you had 2 separate felony cases. One case was from December 2nd, 2025 for 2 counts of domestic violence aggravated harassment. The other case is from January 6th, 2026 for 2 counts of domestic violence aggravated harassment and 1 count of domestic violence criminal trespass. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty to all charges. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated by you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding his bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Mr. Terrace.
Judge, the state recommends a bond of $5,000 on the December case and a bond of $10,000 on the January case due to the repeated violations of the order of protection, as well as the pending misdemeanor case involving the same victim.
Ms. Defense Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. We are asking for release to pretrial services for both cases. He has no prior felony conviction. Based on the pretrial services report, no prior failure to appear, and they also noted that it is not a current violent offense. He also confirmed with me that he can have a separate address and stay with his father.
Mr. Gorish, for each of your cases, your bond is set at $5,000. They are separate bonds. No contact with the victims involved in this case. You cannot go to where they live, work. Don't call, don't text, don't go to their residence location, possess no firearms or weapons, commit no further acts of domestic violence. For both cases, Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. For both cases, your preliminary hearing is set January 16th, 2026 at 1:00 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you.
Henceforth,
What is your full name, please?
Caitlin Marie Hansford.
You are charged with, let's see, hold on a second. You have been arrested and accused of the crimes of unlawful possession of narcotic drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to appoint the Legal Defender's Office to represent you. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing date?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitoring treatment they recommend. While you're on release status, you are not allowed to drink any alcohol. You cannot take any illegal drugs, and you certainly cannot be in possession of any illegal drugs. Your first hearing is called a STEPS hearing. It's set for January 13th, 2026 at 9 a.m. You must be present. If you're not present, a warrant will issue for your arrest, and you may no longer be eligible for that special diversion program. Defense counsel, you waive time limits for the preliminary hearing.
Yes, Your Honor.
45 days out, Elma. What date is that?
We have
February 20th at 1:30 is the preliminary hearing. Also, Ms. Hansford, you had some warrants for your arrest at a justice court. You had a shoplifting criminal trespass from February 7th, 2025, a shoplifting from March 5th, 2025, a shoplifting from March 5th, 2025. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, quash the warrants. I'm barely going to let you go, Ms. Hansford. I'm going to release you. You must appear in justice court February 2nd, 2026 at 9 a.m. If you don't appear, warrants will issue for your arrest, and do not pick up any new charges. Do not go back to any of the store locations. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You're excused. Thank you.
Silverman,
What is your full name, please?
Brittany Silverman.
You're charged with unlawful possession of narcotic drug for sale, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding his bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Defense counsel, Mr. Terrace.
Judge, the state recommends a bond of $10,000 given the prior criminal history.
Defense counsel.
Yes, Your Honor, we are asking for release to pretrial services. She has a full-time employment and address verified thanks to her ID. Pretrial services also noted that she has no prior violent conviction, no prior failure to appear in the past 2 years, and her prior is all from 2017.
Ms. Silverman, because of your criminal history, your bond set at $5,000. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. January 16th, 2026 at 1:30 PM is your preliminary hearing. Your attorney will be in touch with you. You are excused. Thank you.
Alfredo.
What is your full name, sir?
Alfredo Benito Trevino.
Are you a junior?
No, I'm not.
All
No, I'm not.
All right, sir. It looks like you were arrested today for unlawful possession of a dangerous drug. The state has made a decision at this time to dismiss your case without prejudice. I am going to dismiss your case without prejudice and release you on your own recognizance. There's a possibility that your case could be refiled at some later point. You will receive a summons to appear back in court. If you do, you must appear or a warrant will issue for your arrest. Mr. Trevino, you also had a warrant for your arrest at a justice court for disorderly conduct, criminal damage. The case has been pending since June 19th, 2023. Hold on, I'm not asking you to speak. I'm letting you know this case is never going to go away until you appear in court. You must appear in court, sir, to resolve it. I'm going to quash the warrant, release you. January 16th, 2026 at 8:30 AM is your next court date in justice court. If you don't appear, a warrant will issue again for your arrest. You are excused. Thank you.
Your Honor,
No.
Your Honor, at what time is the hearing on January 16th, please?
You'll get your paperwork. Let me see.
Thank you.
At 8:30 AM.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Alma, you have something there for Danielle Haney. Is that an error or is that, what do I need to do with that? Danielle Haney? All right, thank you. What is your full name, sir?
It's Henry Esteban, Your Honor, is the third.
You're charged with disorderly conduct involving a weapon. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty. You have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor regarding his bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Mr. Terrace.
Judge, the state recommends a bond of $2,500 in this case.
Defense counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, we are requesting release to pretrial services. He's a level 1 non-violent. He is disabled. He has 0 failure to appear. Is currently not a violent offense. His mother said that he could use her house for mailing purposes and transportation, and his prior is all from 2009. And also talking with Mr. Yanez, apparently one of his parents could provide housing, so he will be separate from the victim.
Mr. Yanez, your bond set at $2,000. No contact with the victim. Possess no firearms or weapons. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. January 16th, 2026 at 1:30 PM is your preliminary hearing. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you. You're excused. Everyone's excused for the evening. Thank you.